This is not just another broadcast. This is Frozen Apex TV, where racing is treated like the elite competition it is, where preparation meets pressure, and where nothing that matters goes unseen. We understand the sport because we understand the drivers, the commitment it takes to be here, the discipline behind every lap, the difference between sending it hard and sending it home. That's why we don't just follow the race, we break it down, corner by corner, battle by battle, from every angle that tells the real story on the track. While others catch the moment, we capture the meaning behind it. The dive bombs that change championships, the defensive lines that define careers, the split-second decisions made at 200 miles an hour. This is coverage built for leagues that demand credibility, for drivers who expect professionalism, and for competition that deserves respect. No missed action, no wasted shots, just pure, uninterrupted racing, delivered with precision. Freeze the moment, own the apex. Welcome to Frozen Apex TV. And welcome to Sebring International Raceway. I am Fred, I'm hosted. I'm joined in the booth by the league owner, the kingpin here, David McCullough.
How we doing, everybody?
Hope we're all
excited to get this thing going.
Terrific tonight. Had a beautiful day here at Sebring, down in Florida, looking like weather's going to be about 83 degrees, 60% chance of precipitation. Overcast, got an 8-mile-an-hour wind. Track is at 89 degrees Fahrenheit. We'll be taking on this just over 3.5-mile track as we have qualifying underway. No one has completed a lap yet. They're all just firing off here on their out laps.
Good to do open qualifying in this series. Just to me, it creates a more unique dynamic for these guys to get that fast pole position award.
Yeah, definitely. You can, pull some of that draft and show off a little bit of your racing technique. And if you're not feeling confident after practice, maybe you can sneak in behind one of your quick guys and kind of figure out what line they're running.
That's right.
And speaking of quick guys, we got the camera on Josh Howard here. He was our quick car out of practice, and we're going to see if he is able to put something together here in the open qualifying. He's working his way around the track. Let's see if we can get this going. There you go. Now with this highlighted, see a few different things here. The primary, you're going to see the car number, the number of the driver that you're looking to watch on the mini-map. You want to find the one that is circled in the bright lime green color. That is who we are focused on. Josh is now starting his first official lap. We'll minimize that for just a moment. Currently running the Tinder number 24, but he reached out to me about a new livery for that car. So when we fire off,
I have to get with you on some banners.
What's that?
I'll have to get with you on some banners. I made some that some guys are running, but we'll have you make up something a little bit nicer.
Some templates. Do like maybe a windshield banner.
Yeah.
I just have to take a look at the car list and just get them all built for all the cars is all.
I just have one that's they can just stretch over and on their paints, and you'll see some of the cars out here tonight that have the Summit GT banner on, but not everybody does yet.
We are starting to get some guys completing their laps. You'll be able to see that on the ticker on the right. We have just about just over 5 minutes left of open quali here.
Dylan Harris sitting top of the board right now with a 2:03.7.
Looking pretty good. Ooh, and Carl Cantonis takes that position away. Josh Howard puts it P2.
Dropping Dylan Harris to P3 for now.
Carl Cantonis here in this kind of dark gray and black with the chrome red Coastline Racing down the side. This Audi, number 99. I believe he is a Superstar ARCA Cup driver. Runs on the Wednesday League. Not sure where everyone's from. I know a few of the guys here.
Carl's first race with us, we went to IMS on a non-broadcast, just fun race. He actually won that one.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely showing some speed here. Very sharp-looking car. That red really grabs the eye.
It really does.
Oh, so I didn't really get a straight answer from you, Dave. When I'm calling the races and we're not in the booth together, would you rather the British accent or the Australian accent?
You can do a combination of both.
All
Call
right.
it Aussish.
We've got some people in chat here. I'm here for the chaos. Go William Cheney. He's my hero.
All right, good deal. I was just thinking we'll have to get Harvey to hop up on the radio and do the whole box thing.
Maybe we can have him crew for Josh Howard.
Right. I was really hoping to see Harvey in here tonight, but the time difference really puts a toll on things. But I'm pretty sure he'll be here for the whole season. So
Bryson Richardson knocks Carl off the top spot here in the Mercedes AMG.
Josh Howard to the top.
Josh Howard puts it on top. B. Alex, I was just about to say, oh, Josh putting her through the spin cycle, finding the wall, puts it on the pole, and then gets an off track, skidding through the turn. Gave it all she's got for the 202.
Love this. These guys are duking it out, and they're not even in a race yet. It's awesome.
Hashtag zoom in. He sent her hard there, bud. About 2 minutes left here. Some of our other drivers. Dylan Harris was on the pole for a little bit. Taking a look at him here. He is one with the Summit GT3 logo across the banner on the top there. Number 23. Which he's listed as 1, but has 23 on his car. So might need to update the iRacing side of that.
Right.
Josh, you center there a little too hard.
Bryson back to the top of the board with a 2:01.8.
Wowee. And Ty Smith in P2 here.
Where did he come from? He snuck right in there, didn't he?
Yeah, he found a quick lap time. He's following Bryson right around. We got a pair of Mercedes AMGs running 1-2 together.
This is going to be a fun race to watch, looking at all these times. Really wish I was out there with him right now, but I'm traveling and didn't feel like bringing a whole setup with me for the hotel room.
You should have.
I know. I did it before. It was just a lot.
I'm in the pits fixing my car after that wall. Yeah, we caught the tail end of it. We didn't get it live, but we saw that.
Devin McIntosh getting her up to P4.
Yeah, that's a good run for Devin. Another Audi
Absolutely.
driver. Black Label Racing, AS Rock. I like the color, that like bronze and gold works together.
Now, with qualifying on this and the time runs out and they've crossed the line, they have the time to finish that lap.
Okay. Looking like Bryson Richardson is going to be the pole sitter. Assuming no one that's still running can top his time, but I believe everyone is done.
Devin McIntosh pulling her up to P3.
Yeah, that's a good finish there. Figure out who's still out there. Here we go. Dylan Evans, Ty Carino, driver we haven't spoken of yet. A couple of them in here we haven't mentioned.
Shane Harr currently sitting 10th place.
Yep.
Big time oval guy. Race with him, Raging Idiot Racing League Truck Series. Very, very fast driver when it comes to that stuff. So he thought he would come over here and play with some sports cars, and he's getting faster and faster all the time.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I recognize a lot of the names. Some of them I just recognize, and others I know where they come from. So it is nice to see some of the local community that we're used to seeing weekly through a lot of the oval racing that we're involved with, and a couple new names that might not be coming from there.
And this is about half of the total field that we'll see in the actual season. This is our last one-off event before the season actually fires off June 1st.
Yes, this is just an exhibition race. There's no points involved. There's not a whole lot of stress. Let's take a look at the starting grid here. Starting tail, not sure if he's gridded, but Forrest Blake Smith going to fire off from 17th. David is in the booth with me, so he is a healthy scratch. 15th is going to go to Austin Wright here in the Mercedes AMG. Ty Carino firing off 14th in the Corvette. William Cheney in 13th in a Corvette. Dean Barron in 12th. He's in a Mercedes. Robbie Brogan in a Ferrari, firing off 11th. Cracking into the top 10, we've got Shane Haar in the Mercedes-AMG. Austin DiBenedetto in 9th, firing off in a Aston Martin. Tyler Cable is firing off from 8th place. Dylan Harris is going to be in 7th. Carl Cantonis in 6th. Dakota Evans is 5th. Josh Howard in 4th. Devin McIntosh 3rd. Outside of your pole in the Mercedes-AMG is going to be Ty Smith and Bryson Richardson, your pole sitter, starting out front as we are going to fire these cars up, get them rolling here for the outlap at Sebring International Raceway. Beautiful group of cars. We've got 16 driving. Should make for a decent race. 1 hour long, flat. So for those of you who might watch Frozen Apex for a lot of oval content, this will be a little bit of a change, as we're not necessarily racing for, say, 200 laps. We're racing for 1 hour.
And I'm loving this, man. This is my first time seeing my idea come to fruition. And it's been exciting to see this thing grow as fast as it has.
Yeah, it seems to take off. A lot of the marketing side of it that I've been seeing you do, posting it in groups and whatnot, seems to gain a lot of traction. I know that there's over 30 active members currently in the Discord, and we hope to see all 30 of them. It's next week, right? Next Monday is the first race, right?
June 1st.
June 1st. Okay, so a couple weeks.
2 Mondays? Yeah.
Yep.
We'll have an off week tomorrow. I'm sure I'll throw up, just a practice or something for these guys. But we'll be going back to Indianapolis for the season opener.
Sure.
And we just had a practice race there. So a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's always a good time. It's a fun schedule.
Couple of what we're referring to as endurance events. One will be an hour and a half long versus the 60 minutes. And
that's
then
at Spa? No, that's at Le Mans.
Yep. And then at Nürburgring, we'll do a 2-hour event there on the combined course. So the big course, 2 hours there.
Nordschleife. Excited to see the full grid. I mean, 16 cars, just kind of looking at everyone here. We got 16 race cars all grumbling and bumbling, ready to fire off.
This is going to be interesting.
It is definitely going to be interesting. I mean, that first turn at Sebring gets pretty crazy.
And slick on cold tires.
Yep.
So these guys have got a lot to contend with. In the first lap, for sure, probably the first couple laps, getting tires up to temperature and keeping it alive for themselves.
So for those of you that may not have ever watched a Frozen Apex race before, usually our first lap, I don't usually commentate it. We just let you listen to the cars and we give you some tasteful shots around the track. So be ready for that as we are on the final straight. South side of the track. You can see the drivers warming their tires up. One big turn left before we let all these drivers free for 1 hour of fun at Sebring International. Everyone in chat, we got a lot of viewers hanging out. Who's your driver? Who you picking? Who you guys want to see win this? We are ready to fire them off. Pace car makes the hard right-hand turn. Comes down pit lane. Bryson Richardson, Ty Smith. Lights are out. We are green.
Oh, one around
already.
We got
a couple around. Oh, no.
That didn't take long.
Oh, no.
Looks like Austin DiBenedetto went off track, and Tyler Cable also. Take a peek at the bottom there. You can see the first initials of the last name, the first 3 letters of the last name of who is in the pits and how long they're in there for. Once everyone kind of gets a little more comfortable around everyone, we'll go back and watch that replay and see what happened. But usually these first few laps are the most exciting. Not the most exciting. They're usually exciting as everyone's still bunched together, trying to figure out everyone else's mistakes, so they might be able to sneak a position or two.
Looks like Bryson Richardson is stretching it out up there already.
Yeah, Bryson Richardson, he's seeming like he's in kind of a race of his own here early on, as the battle commences with Josh Howard and Ty Smith. It looks like Robbie Brogan is trying to put his nose there as well. It's the only Ferrari on the grid. As Josh Howard capitalizes on that little bobble that Ty made and secures second place position.
These guys are really doing a fantastic job of keeping it together with these cooler temperatures in the tires right now. I'm happy with what I'm seeing so far.
Yeah, looking pretty good. I just saw Austin DiBenedetto get a little too high in the turn there. Lost the rear end, but was able to recover. Good recovery, kept it clean. So now Josh Howard looking like he is going to want to figure out how to make up a 3-second gap on Bryson Richardson. Now, when you've got, about 57 and a half minutes left, feel like you might be able to find 3 seconds out of that. But
that's right.
Sometimes it's easier said than done.
This is the beautiful thing about sports car racing. You know, things can happen early. It looks like somebody's just checked out. We had a long time pit stops, and you never know what the weather may do either.
Yeah, that is very true. So we're kind of all settling in here. Doesn't look like anyone's doing any crazy moves this early. We're going to go back and take a look at that wreck in the turn 1 here. Seemed like a few of our drivers had gotten involved. So let's... this looks like we're already past the start of it here. Let's see. So Dakota Evans is on the bottom. It looks like he is possibly pushing into Devin McIntosh. And I think he locks his brakes up so he doesn't get into McIntosh. Slides up. Cantonis misses it. Wow. Some contact. So it was not as bad as it could have been. Tyler Cable looked like he got the worst of it. You can see heavy left rear damage on that machine.
Yeah, there was some guys in that mix there that definitely had their heads on a swivel and had some great accident avoidance in there. Like you said, that could have been a heck of a lot worse than it was.
Yeah, with unfortunate for Tyler, but fortunately for everyone else, it looked like the only casualty was Tyler, who I believe is back out on the track now. So able to get that car fixed up here. Oh, but it might not be completely fixed as he's struggling to get her to turn into, I believe this is turn 3?
Well, to that point, these guys are allotted one fast repair for every one of these events in Season 1.
Okay. But he's using good judgment call there. He let all the cars drive by and safely re-enters behind the field, understanding that he is at a disadvantage being 2 laps down currently. So we're going to see how he can rebound from that. Hopefully collect the nerves, let the butterflies out of the gut and lock back in and hopefully rally for a better finish than where he's at now. A lot can happen. We still got about 55 minutes left of this race, so...
Got some good battles going back here for 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th place.
Let's take a look here. Shane Haar in this Mercedes AMG Hoonigan car. Interesting. Fun paint. See, Austin DiBenedetto is trying to track him down. He's got Carl Cantonis right behind him and William Chaney right behind Cantonis there.
I did tell these guys pre-racing, we got a broadcast, so make sure we put on one hell of a show.
I would say they're doing a pretty decent job. Just on the broadcast side, I got to get used to everyone's car and who is who and where they're at so I can call it a little quicker, because when the wreck is going to happen, I'm so used to our oval racing and I know everybody and I know what their cars look like, so I don't even need to look at my list of names and who is where. I'm so used to seeing their car. It's similar to watching, the real life racing or like a NASCAR where you're just familiar every week,
Right.
you know who's what number. But
Yeah. Shane and Austin here, they keep going back and forth. They're having a blast right now, it looks like.
yeah. We're focused up on Shane Haar here, driver of the 21 machine, the Mercedes AMG, trying to figure out how to capitalize on the Austin DiBenedetto machine in that Aston Martin.
See Carl back there just kind of settling in, taking his time, not getting in a hurry.
Yep.
He's playing the long game here.
Oh, yeah, for sure. There's no need to try to make the superhero moves when there's still so much race left.
That's right.
Oh, and then Carl is making a move. He threw it on the inside, lost it on the outside. Trying to get around.
Try cross over here.
21 there.
Not quite the run he was hoping for there.
Might have a wreck happening back here. Let's take a look at the replay. Looks like Forrest Smith showing an off track. Not sure if he just kind of missed his turn there. Got her a little free up into the grass. No harm, no foul. He kept her going just fine. Back up to our...
Got a cone sitting in the middle of the stretch by the start-finish line.
Oh, no. Taking a look at our leader, he has opened up the gap to almost 5 seconds. Bryson Richardson here just kind of on an island all by himself.
He's got that thing on a rail right now.
Yeah, he has this track and that car both dialed in. Next closest is Ty Smith, who was running with him there in qualifying. They were able to both put up very solid qualifying times, but seems like Bryson took advantage of them cars piling into turn one. Maybe being on the pole position was able to stick his marks a little bit better, and he's opened up a 4.5 second lead.
We were just talking about tracks the other day. I'm not sure. He may have just bought this track in the last couple of days as well.
Oh, really? That is impressive.
Don't hold me to that, but we were talking about some tracks, and I think this was one that he needed to buy.
Maybe he's just a natural. I was just about to start talking about Bobby Brogan here and mention that he is the highest position Ferrari. But to that, he's the only Ferrari on the track.
Well, then it doesn't matter where he's at. He's going to be the highest position
So,
Ferrari.
naturally, yeah. But showing real good speed so far. He's currently sitting in third, about 8 seconds off the leader. back a little bit. Carl Cantonis, Shane Haar still battling. Josh Howard is now in that mix.
Back to Robbie Brogan. He was starting on the grid P11 and is currently sitting in third. So that man's on the move.
Yeah, he's up 8 positions. And not far off. I mean, Shane Haar is up 4. Austin DiBenedetto is up 5. But Robbie Brogan, yeah, he's in third right now, up 8 spots. So he's picked his way through the field early. So we're already just a little bit over a sixth of the way done with this race already.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah. I'm not sure if something happened to the Josh Howard Porsche here.
Let's see.
He's down 5 spots. I know he was right up front, running real well in practice. The Tinder number 24. I'm not sure. He just lost some pace, or maybe got into something. I don't believe I got any notice of any damage on that car, or if he had ever gone around. I'm not seeing anything like that, but definitely seems like he's off pace. So not sure if someone gave him a shoehorn, moved him, or he touched a wall, or made a bad move, or not entirely sure, but that car definitely seems a lot slower than it did in qualifying and in practice and in the early stages of this race, as he's unfortunately down 6 positions.
And he may be playing a tire-saving game as well.
He very well could be. This could be strategy. Sit back, let everyone use up all of their equipment. And, he's pulling it into the pits right now, actually. So there might be damage on this car. Don't know the road side of a lot of these drivers and how well they are on road courses, but usually can confirm Josh Howard is usually not a 12th place machine. So we
just
hope.
went back and watched. I don't see anything that just sticks out like he got into something or nobody got into him. He didn't get into anybody else. I'm not sure.
Well, I'm gonna blame Harvey.
Or life happens. This is just a one-off. Maybe something came
Absolutely.
up.
Absolutely. Could have lost.
No, he's coming back out of the pits right now.
Well, we are keyed up. Looking at the Mercedes that's up 3 positions currently in 12th of Austin Wright. Haven't talked to him, or haven't talked about him yet today.
Josh, on cold tire spins it coming out of the pits.
Oh, no. Good thing we're not watching him. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Austin Wright is newer to the GT style racing.
Yes, he is.
So this is going to kind of be the developmental series or season for him, as I believe Dave is kind of taking him under the wing, showing him the ropes.
Yeah, and he learns a lot every time. He always asks questions. He's not shy about that, and he's a sponge. He soaks it up. So I will help him in any way I can.
Yeah, he's fun to hang out with. Usually pretty fun to sit in a Discord call with. He's a pretty funny guy. So we wish him the best this season. Can't wait to watch what he does once the season fires off. Brandon, you might be right. Brandon in chat is asking if possibly Josh Howard might have had a brown flag.
Oh, it could have happened. It could have happened.
Oh, we got a wreck happening of Robbie Brogan and Austin DiBenedetto. I'm not sure if it's the same, but it was at the same time.
I did see Austin go around, but I haven't seen what actually happened.
Okay, well, he definitely went off track, but let's see what happened to Austin DiBenedetto. So he's going to be here in this yellow and blue Aston Martin. He's coming into turn 1. Oh, looks to be by himself. Looks to hit his mark into 1, coming through 2, into 3. That car just comes out from underneath him, spins it, and he gets it off the track. Okay, looks like no harm, no foul. Just loop the car.
Same with Robbie Brogan. He just got an off track there,
Yep.
but he kept it straight and kept moving.
All right, on my little notification window, it said that they had crashed. So usually when it's like back to back like that, when they're right next to each other, it's usually the not so good when you go to look at it. Rice and Richardson just absolutely class of the field, up to 5.5 seconds. Doesn't seem like anyone's figured out how to catch him yet. But could he possibly be burning up his stuff? And is that considered a strategy?
There's so many different avenues for strategies when it comes to sports cars. That's just another thing that's fun to keep up with. You never know what somebody's strategy really is, and you'll see a lot of different ones happening depending on the lengths of races. And it's like I said, just it's fun to keep up with.
Yeah, for sure.
Shane Haar making a move back up to P6 now.
Quite a battle going on here with Shane Haar, Dylan Harris, William Cheney's there as well. Carl Cantona's kind of leading the brigade. Robbie Roden's just in front of Carl as well.
And as I mentioned earlier, Shane, he's new to the sports car world, and it'd be good for him back there behind Carl and kind of seeing how he manipulates some areas of the track. And obviously, Robbie's pretty quick too, so he's going to be gaining a lot of valuable information here.
Yeah, for sure. And I don't know if you know what you're doing with having this lead. Whoa, Shane Haar with a bobble through the turn, a little bit of an off track, trying to collect her. But a lot of these guys you race against in a couple different leagues on oval. Don't want to say it, but you might be shooting yourself in the foot. Once these guys figure out how to race on road course, they can put that in a stock car, and you're going to have some competition.
You know what? I am okay with that. I am okay with that. Yeah. These guys usually wax me on the oval stuff anyway. It's another reason I wanted to get road course stuff going. This is way more in my wheelhouse. But I have fun racing with these guys no matter what the car is.
William Cheney goes around. Take a look at that, see what might have happened. He's right there through that last turn on the concrete. Car just walks its way around, just gets too loose. I think we're really seeing that tire wear play a factor. A lot of these guys are starting to spin through the turns.
Tell that to Bryson up front.
Yeah.
He's
Bryson just running a perfect race. I just hope that everyone that's watching is taking notes on what this number 6 machine is doing. So he's got almost a 7-second lead on second place.
Wow. We'll be hitting pit cycles soon, and you just never know. That could change everything.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, if someone makes the wrong adjustment or bobbles a pit stop or something like that, you can lose a whole lead in one pit stop. Or you're so used to the line you're running with hot tires coming out with cold tires, you can't quite push it to the limit like you are right now with the hot tires.
liking what I'm seeing, how these guys are racing each other and pushing when they need to and giving space when they feel that they need to.
Yeah, for
I'm
sure.
impressed with what I see.
Yeah. They've all been pretty clean. I don't think any of our wrecks, I wouldn't say anything has been intentional by any means at all.
No. But you never know what might happen when we get down to the last 2 minutes of a race. It could get real fun.
Oh, yeah. No, you're not kidding. Not sure.
Everybody's pretty well settled in and found their groove at this point, and have by now anticipated after this next pit stop how hard are they going to have to start pushing to get where they want to be.
Yep. Yeah, Forrest Smith just having an off day there. Slides it into the wall in turn 1. Jump to the pits. Hope to see that Mustang come back out. Got a Dakota Evans fan in chat here in the number 11 machine. The Corvette currently holding up the 12th place position, just outside of a top 10. Did I just say Camaro? I meant to say Corvette.
I was getting ready to ask what race you were watching, but
Yeah, there we go. It was Talladega, last lap. Thomas Spencer in chat. Have you ever heard of a man named Thomas Spencer? That doesn't quite ring a bell.
I don't know. Something about field filler. Or...
Something filling fields. I feel like I recognize that name from somewhere.
Yeah.
Shane Haar with an off track here. Yeah, doesn't seem to be too bad. I might need to adjust some of my settings on my side for what it tells me is going on.
Glad you came to join us, Thomas.
You've heard a rumor that Dakota Evans is scared of cotton balls.
Oh, this is valuable information to me.
What an odd rumor.
Hmm.
At the moment, it's looking like he's scared of good connection.
Uh-oh.
He's blinking.
He must have heard us say cotton balls.
Carino pulls her into the pits. Oh, he's actually pulling it. Yeah, he pulls into the pits.
Carl Cantonis getting around Robbie Brogan for P3.
Oh, yes.
Dylan Harris catching up to Robbie Brogan to see if he can put some pressure on him.
Why is that Devin McIntosh guy in 11th? I think that Devin McIntosh guy in 11th was in a little scrum in the beginning of the race. Turn 1, lap 1. There was a little kerfuffle that broke out.
Kerfuffle.
Yeah, when you run the booth, you got to come up with some unique terminology. That way people remember. He's fine on his end, but he's definitely been blinking all broadcast. I've noticed a couple. I guess it could be on my end. I usually don't have problems with any connection problems. Nothing's flagging that I have a connection problem, but who knows? Who knows?
I've seen a few blink, but I didn't know if it was me since I'm just on the laptop. But Robbie Brogan into the pits. Ooh, William Chaney into the wall. Coming to the start-finish line hard. Spun around.
Ooh, let's take a look. It looked like Carl Cantonis might have crashed as well. Taking a look here. William Chaney.
These guys have pushed these tires as far as they really can if they didn't save anything, and they're going to start seeing the repercussions now.
Oh, yeah, that car just got so tight. Oh, wow, really hard into the wall.
Austin got lucky. He made it through that.
A lot of left front damage. William Cheney, number 2. Let's take a look at Carl Cantonis. See what happened here. It says he crashed, but it's still showing he's in 4th, so I'm not sure it was really a crash. Maybe he just looped it. Maybe
I'm wondering
happened.
if maybe some off tracks that it's just not registering as a crash for you.
Could be. So there's like a threshold in the program that I run. If a car goes below a certain speed, it will say that they've crashed, and then off track would be anything that would give you like the standard 1 incident point for an off track. It'll tell me that they've gotten off track.
I gotcha.
Usually, once it says there's an off track and then a crash, usually they skid off track, hit the wall, and then it's a crash. But if they spin themselves out and usually slide to a stop, then it'll say a crash as well.
Very good.
As our leader, Bryson Richardson, with Ty Smith, both leaders pitting. If Dylan Harris stays out, he will be scored the leader here. And he is also deciding to pit. Carl Cantonis pitting as well. Shane Haar deciding to stay out, so Shane will be...
This is where things will get shaken up and get more and more interesting for the latter part of this race.
Dean
Guys are really going to start pushing.
Yeah.
Austin coming into the pits as well.
Really going to show just how much of a lead our leaders had. Bryson Richardson did a full pit stop and is still second place with a few other cars that decided, or that haven't even made it to the pits to decide if they're pitting or not.
Carl and Dylan coming back on the track together. They were working their way up together, so they're gonna. That could prove to be beneficial here later on.
Dave, I gotta ask you, why is Thomas Spencer in chat and not in this race?
You know, that's a very valid question, and I would like to know the same.
I really need the answer to this because
I know why, but I want to see what he says.
Well, I feel like I read the thing that he said, and then he deleted it in the chat where he says, I don't need the practice. You can just hand me my crown now because I'm going to be the champion with no contest.
Oh, wow.
So he didn't want to come out here and show his hand too soon, show everyone what he's working with.
I can think of a few guys that are on this track right now that would probably beg to differ.
He said his lawyer advised me not to answer that question. It's your lawyer, Michael James.
I was getting ready to ask the same question. Carl got a little loose back there.
Shane Haar pulls her into the pits, which, assuming nothing crazy happens, should lead the lead back to Bryson Richardson. Maybe. So after the pit cycle, I want to note that Ty Smith did make up some ground in the pits. I believe there was about a 7 or 8 second gap, and now that's only a 3.5 second gap between the leader and second place. Also getting word that Austin Wright may have crashed. Let's take a look. Austin running on them older tires. I believe he is the only car on the track so far that has not pit yet.
Ooh, Shane on cold tires coming out of the pits gets sideways.
Oh no. Okay, so Austin just rolled it off the track is all. Let's take a look at what happened to Shane. He was leading. He's back to 9th now after the pit. Down the pit line. Hits the go-go button. On them cold tires, the back end of that car just comes right around. Ooh, lucky
Easy
no
to
one else
do.
got collected there.
It's so easy to do. I mean, you hit the nail on the head earlier. You know, you get comfortable running at the speeds on warm tire temps. And it's one thing to get back out and just go on an oval. This proves to be a lot more difficult.
Got a battle for third place here. Firing up Robbie Brogan, Devin McIntosh. Bumper to bumper here. So we're on board.
That puts Devin McIntosh up to P5. Where was he at just a little bit ago?
I got him in P4 at the moment. And he was like 12th or 13th. The tail of Robbie Brogan. Hey, that's exactly what Sam did in our Sebring 12-hour, except he put it straight into the wall.
Well, we can see if we can get Sam to come play with us sometime, too. But he's a busy man. He's got a big league of his own to run, and runs another sports car series.
See Devin really putting it into the turn a little harder. Making up ground on his, looks like his corner entry braking. He's braking a little bit later. Just kind of sneaking in this gap here.
Devin McIntosh there in P4, he was really starting to put the pressure on Robbie.
Yeah, that's what we're watching right now. Got a camera right on his front bumper. Watching the way he works around the track here. Yeah, it seems like this Audi's just able to brake a little bit later. Seems like if he's going to catch him, it's going to be in the turn, but it just seems like that Ferrari might be a little bit faster down the straights. So it's cornering speed versus straight line speed, and which one's going to win the battle, I guess we're going to find out. Oh no, his McIntosh is going around as we're on the car. Pushed her a little too hard, trying to get that position, and around it goes. Now to the final turn, onto the front stretch here, right at the start-finish line. Hate to see it. Just push that car a little bit past that point of no return.
Oh, Carl got a little loose there. Kept it together.
You can see Carl Cantonis trying to make some magic work against Dylan Harris here. I believe we have some action cameras on all of the cars, if I did all of this properly, so we can watch him work some magic here. Let me know in chat what you guys think of the different camera angles here. This one's like the front bumper right along the track. Real exciting when they miss a turn and jump a curb. Take a look at Dylan Harris. We can go off his back bumper. Same camera, just facing the rear.
Make another note here too. Right now, I've been letting these guys play with any manufacturer, any car that they wanted to before the season starts. But whatever car they race at race 1 for season 1, they are locked in the entire season for that.
Okay, that's an interesting rule. I like that. Antonis really trying to put the pressure on Dylan Harris here. He's caught right up to him, almost bumper to bumper. Braked a little sooner. Dylan Harris pushed a little bit on corner exit. I thought we were going to be side by side, but not quite yet.
Bryson Richardson stretching that lead back out to 6 seconds.
Yeah, that is crazy. Ooh, we got another notice that Devin McIntosh may have crashed. This one might be a little worse, as we're showing that he has jumped to the pits. So let's see what happened. Looks like he's coming into the final turn of the track here. It's all right. Car pushes. It seems fine so far. Oh, not sure what happened there. He lost power in the car. Something may have happened. Came out of the turn. It looks like that car just took a hard, kind of a left-hand turn into the wall right after the stripe, and to the pit she goes. Not sure what happened there. Josh Howard's back up to 9th place. I believe he's fallen all the way back to 12th, so nice to see him kind of gaining some positions back. So we're back looking at the Dylan Harris, Carl Cantonis battle here for 4th place. Thomas Spencer.
Best drivers, coastline race.
Yep. Thomas Spencer said that Devin McIntosh pulled it in because he saw I called him a fraud and realized it was true, so he pulled over.
Horrible. Just horrible. Yeah, something else I'm letting these guys do if they want to, be together as a team so they can sit in Discord. They've got channels for that, but we're not calculating team points for this season. It's all individual team points. Manufacturer points may come in season 2. Ty Smith, we haven't really talked much about him, but he's doing a fantastic job running up there like he is.
Yeah, he really is.
Maintaining a great pace.
He's holding his own. Doesn't seem like he's found a rhythm to catch up to Bryson, but he's not letting anyone catch him. And he has a 19-second gap on the car behind him, so absolutely great race on his own part, and Bryson makes a mistake, which seems very unlikely, but if Bryson makes a mistake, we know Ty is there 6 seconds behind to possibly capitalize on it.
we get strung out like this, and there's such large gaps. It's just you, the car, and the track at that point. You may not be racing door to door with somebody, but you're competing against the track itself, and you've got to keep it together, or that track will reach up and bite you.
Oh yeah, a lot of it is you racing your lap time, and then once you catch the car ahead or the car behind catches you, you got to then figure out what they want to do. We are just past our 20-minute left mark here. 41 minutes into the show. And all but the pit rotation, except for that, Bryson Richardson started the front and has not looked back.
Having a blast watching these guys. I can only imagine how fun and exciting this will be with 30 plus cars on the track.
Oh, it's going to be crazy. One driver we haven't really mentioned, he's gained 2 points here, is Dean Barron.
It's a sharp looking car.
It really is. I was just going to compliment that like highlighter yellow on that gray and black with the, it's like a little honeycomb texture. That's like that.
Mm-hmm.
Thomas Spencer and Chad, that's the key to his heart, is add a little bit of honeycomb to everything. He saw it once on a Cheerios commercial and never looked back.
It's kind of like me with the carbon fiber look.
Yeah.
The same way.
Yep. Yeah, sharp looking ride. Definitely like that. Oh, baby, don't you know it, says Thomas.
Josh Howard up there, he's putting some pressure on Shane right now.
See that? He's trying to make his late race push here. 17 minutes left to go.
Got him a hot Tinder date later.
I guess so. He's in a rush. He overcame the brown flag. Now he's looking. Looked like he locked up his brakes there, so he didn't get into the back of Shane. Shane feeling the pressure. Josh filled his mirror up, and Josh got underneath him there. Josh overtakes for 8th place. So William Chaney may have crashed. Looks like he may have spun. Thomas says, my scheme has both honeycomb and carbon fiber.
Ooh. Just gotta outdo me, don't you? Just gotta do it. Shane's not gonna let Josh get away from him. He's gonna keep putting pressure back.
Yeah, Shane looks like he's not happy that Josh was able to steal that position. Thomas, you said that like my daddy drives a BMW, my papa drives a Rolls Royce. My dad drives a Ford F-150. Oh, Josh Howard. Did the pressure or the burnt tires get to him? One of the two, but he loses the back of that car and gives the position back to Shane Haar. Shane was able to get around. I don't think there was any contact there. Let's take a little look here.
That's what I'm doing.
Just to be sure. But I don't believe that there was any contact. See if we can get a different angle on this here. No, doesn't look like. It looks like Josh might have just bobbled with that hump coming through the turn and just lost the back of the car.
Yeah, sure enough, that's what happened.
Yep. So around it he goes. One thing I'm very surprised to see, and I mean, I don't know what was there a rule for any cars that are not allowed for the GT3 class?
Originally, I cranked it down, but I backpedaled on that, and every car from the GT3 class is available.
Okay. Yeah, I've noticed it. At least in our 16 that showed up tonight, I don't see any Lamborghini.
Mm-hmm.
Only one Ford, and I know you'll be running a Ford yourself, I believe.
Right. Acura's not here, I don't think,
there's
is
no
it?
Acura.
Well, Thomas will be in one of those.
Only one
No,
Ferrari.
he won't. He'll be in a McLaren.
Yeah, I was going to say there's no McLaren either.
I'm sure it'll get more versatile when we get into the actual season and have a little bit of everything.
Yeah, I figure it will be too. There's no BMWs either.
I know a couple of guys that do run them. They're just not here tonight.
Okay. Yeah, I think
Dawson Price being one of those, and he's a super fast guy in that thing.
Okay. Yeah, I was just thinking, like, usually that someone will usually show up in a Lambo, and usually there's someone in a BMW. And there's Thomas Spencer, who shows up in a McLaren.
He's really bummed out that we don't have Long Beach on the schedule.
Oh, Cal Cantona's getting tires a little dirty there. So for those watching at home, I'm going to read you the schedule here. The 1st of June, we're going to be at IMS, Indianapolis Motor Speedway. June 8th, we're going to Road Atlanta. June 15th, we're going to what would be my home track of Watkins Glen. June 22nd, we're going back here to Sebring. June 29th, we're going to Monza over in Italy. July 6th, Daytona International Speedway, which I can only assume will be the road course. We're gonna run the Cup Oval.
I did that at IMS the other night. I just started sending it on the big one.
Put everyone on the one. Honestly, the only reason I run McLaren is because Sam forced us to use that for VSCA. 2, yes, I am bitter you didn't include Long Beach.
I knew it.
July 13th, we're going to Fuji over in Japan. July 20th, we're going to the Charlotte Roval. July 27th, we're going to Le Mans. August 3rd, Canadian Tire Motorsports Park. And August 10th, we're going to the Nürburgring Nordschleife. But I would like to announce that Bryson Richardson is officially in the 10-minute warning. 10 to go. The final countdown clock is on. I have no doubts of the talent of this machine here.
See a lot of other guys pushing real hard right now, trying to make up any ground they can.
Yeah.
But if they push it too far, it's going to bite them.
Oh, for sure. You can't go Can't go too much. You can probably go a little more than you were earlier in the race to make up a second or two here and there. If you go too much, you'll lose that entire car.
Here's that Devin McIntosh parked it for the evening. He must
I'm wondering if
made the
something,
decision to just
how that all happened. I'm wondering if something may have came up because he just kind of pulled it over on the straightaway and dipped out.
very well could have. Everybody significantly spaced out right now. Everybody's just
There's not many,
on their own race.
many battles. Wondering if Dylan Harris is able to make up any ground to Carl Cantonis. He looks like he might be closing this gap a little bit.
Other guy we haven't really talked about much, Tyler Cable, doing a good job of keeping it up there in the top 5. Oh, I'm sorry, he's in 13th, but we haven't talked about him much, so
He's in the Red Bull
good looking
Porsche.
car.
Definitely is. The chrome bull logo on the side definitely pops and stands out. Like Dylan Harris might give us a race here with Carl. He has closed that gap a little bit.
Again, Carl and Dylan both from Coastline Racing, so Carl owns Coastline Racing. See if Dylan can put some pressure on the boss and get around him.
Bryson Richardson has ran almost a perfect race, if not a perfect race. Gotta hang on to it for about 5.5 more minutes. This will be his wire to wire. I think if Shane Haar didn't stay out when he stayed out,
I'll say he led every lap. So far, he's led every lap but one.
Great show up for Mercedes AMG. Now, do you know if Bryson and Ty are on a team together?
They are not.
They're not. Okay, so two unrelated Mercedes AMGs showing up here.
If they finish in the order that they're in right now, they may be talking about putting a team together.
Yeah, that's a pretty scary looking team if they can do this at every track.
You know, and that's another great thing about this style of racing. Certain cars perform better at certain tracks.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you'll see a lot of different scenarios. when it comes to that. Obviously, driver performance puts it all together, but there's definitely better tracks for certain cars.
Sure. Sure.
Like Carl might be stretching it back out over Dylan now.
I see that, yeah, and looks like he's kind of closing the gap a little bit on Robbie Brogan. Don't know if he's really got enough time to work on that potential pass, but we're going to keep our eye on it here for another minute or two. He's about 3 seconds ahead. I think Carl would really need him to bobble at the moment here.
Well, as we get into this later round, it could certainly happen. Something I have a problem with a lot of times is just keeping the focus, and you've got to do that in these events.
Oh, right.
Like Bryson is just laser focused out there up front right now. Has been the entire race, and that's what it takes.
Yeah. So now with the timing of this, does the race end at 0, or does it go to 0 and then you finish the lap that you're on?
So what Bryson, if he's still leading, let's say there's 45 seconds left as when he's crossing the line, it'll give the white flag lap right there.
Gotcha, because there's not enough time to complete that lap off of his lap time average. Gotcha.
Yep.
Gotcha. Okay. So he'll be wrapping her up here soon. Robbie Brogan put on a hell of a show as well. I know we kept mentioning Ty Smith kind of able to sit in that zone of second place and, not let Robbie catch him. But Robbie, no one's really been able to catch him in third either. I mean, Carl Cantonis is catching up slowly. I don't know if 2 minutes left is enough time to put on the fight for third.
Austin DiBenedetto back there looks to be catching up with Dylan Harris, and he may have enough time to do it.
About a 2.5 second split between them.
Everybody trying to get in the top 5 here. Fred will be interviewing the top 5. I did hop in chat there. Fred told him that top 5 could go to the interview room.
All right. Last minute left. I feel like we should watch the last laps of Bryson Richardson, who has ran with an asterisk next to it. Wire to wire, has led every asterisk lap, minus a pit rotation.
Dominated this thing.
Absolutely dominated. Which is quite crazy to think that he also gets to run here again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you think he'll have any momentum once we get into the season about this track specifically?
Yeah, right. He's going to definitely be looking forward to it.
But he could potentially have another 12 to 15 guys joining him that may be just as fast.
That is very true. Someone with a little bit more even experience or confidence or just raw speed.
As he heads down the final stretch one last time. One more set of corners here, and he will have this in the bag.
The Rainier, number 6, Mercedes AMG of Bryson Richardson crosses the stripe at Sebring, taking home what to him is probably the easy W. Not sure what everyone else's deal was. That was pretty easy up front.
He just out for a Monday cruise. $14. Is that what I got out of that?
14.03 was the split differential.
Wow.
Here is your finishing order. Want to do some interviews here? Let's see if we can find our 5th place finisher, Dylan Harris. We'll let Dave ask a whole bunch of questions. Just kidding. See if I can get him pulled up into the booth here.
You don't need me to save this replay, do you, Fred? You got it, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah, I should, unless you need it for something, but I got it here. Speaking of focus, Dave, in my Sebring 12-hour, I lost focus for 2 seconds and clipped a tire barrier on the exit of the last turn and gave myself wheel damage that I had to tend to for the rest of the race. In torrential downpour, nevertheless.
Oh, my.
All right, we're going to grab Dylan Harris and bring him up into the booth. He is finished in our 5th place position. Like I said, our 5th place finisher, Dylan Harris. It's Fred and Dave up in the booth. You got a copy on me.
Yes, sir.
All right, how'd she go out there? Looked like that was pretty fun. You got a lot of camera time on you there.
Yeah, I had a blast. I didn't expect to do that good in my first race. I mean, I don't know. The Porsche just handles very good to me, so that's why I chose to race it.
Yeah, it was a fun battle with you and Carl getting near each other and then
Yeah,
battling it out.
I was gonna take him out. I was not gonna take him out.
We were wondering if it was going to happen or not.
Nah. Nope.
No, you guys did a great job. Put on a fantastic show tonight. And looking forward to the season starting up and watching all you guys.
Yes, sir. I can't wait.
Before we send you down, anyone you want to give a shout out to, a thank, throw shade at?
Shout out all my friends. Just getting started, I guess.
Yeah, two weeks from today is the big one. That one will matter for some points, and firing out of the gate in 5th doesn't sound too bad.
Yes, sir.
All right, we're going to move you back down.
Okay.
And good luck 2 weeks from now. Hopefully we'll be interviewing you again.
Yep. Thank you.
You betcha. All right, our 4th place finisher, man who wheeled her home just outside of the podium, Carl Cantonis. Welcome to the booth. How you feeling? How you doing?
Truthfully, I should have had a top 3, but I beat myself. So I'm not very happy about that. But overall, I mean, only one spin. Other than beating myself, car felt good out there. I think I'm going to have a good season, at least for the races I can make. But I'm quite disappointed with myself today.
I agree with you. as well. I watched the battle that you and Dylan Harris had going for a lot of the race there, but towards the end, I noticed you were catching Robbie, and I feel like if there was a little bit more time on the clock, you might have been able to reel him in a little bit.
Yeah, I was catching him for, God, it felt like 15 laps. Early in the race, I was caught behind some slower traffic. I was strongly considering short pitting, and I'm kind of wishing I had. I think it would have put me out in a decent spot, but you live and you learn, and I'll make it work in the future.
Yeah, I guess fortunately it wasn't for any sort of points implications, but a little bit of learning the drivers that you're going to be racing with and learning a track that you're going to be on in a few weeks from now. That will be a points race. So all in all, I'd say a 4th place is a good finish, but obviously not where you want to be.
Yeah. I'll tell you what,
Yes.
I think a lot of people are sleeping on this Audi. You got to watch it this season. I think it's a lot faster than a lot of people give it credit for.
All right, yeah.
I don't disagree with that statement at all, man. You've proved how fast that car really is. So, great job out there tonight.
I appreciate it. Y'all have a good night.
Yeah, you as well.
Too.
All right, that was Carl Cantonis. Who we got? 3rd place. All right, and our 3rd place finisher, Robbie Brogan. How you feeling putting it up on the podium?
Well, I feel pretty good about that one.
Yeah, that was
Kind of
good.
surprised myself.
The only Ferrari to show up tonight, and it's a podium finish. So I don't think there's a lot of
really?
complaint there. Yeah.
And in comparison to where you started, that was a hell of a drive, my friend.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I felt like Lightning McQueen on that first lap, dude. Everybody's spinning.
Well done. Well done. What do you think
Thank
of
you.
the series so far? How are you feeling?
Oh, I'm loving it, dude. Everyone was super competitive. It was close for a long time there. I mean, but Bryson and Ty, they're in a different league, man. I got a lot of respect for those guys. They took off.
I said it in the broadcast too, but there's potential for another 12 to 15 more guys coming that'll be racing this thing full-time and part-time. So we could see a lot of adversity coming.
Yeah, super excited. I'm sure everybody else there is going to be just as competitive. So
Yeah, it was fun to watch. You finished 8 positions ahead of where you started, and we were complimenting you and Ty as you weren't necessarily near Ty. You weren't really losing him, but you weren't catching him. But no one was really catching you. Carl at the end had a little bit of a run, but nothing that he was going to be able to track you down for. So it was just impressive that you kind of got into your groove. You're hitting your marks. You kept it clean. You ran just a great race, and here you are on the podium.
yeah, had to fuel save a little at the end there. I was cutting it close, but
I was kind of thinking
Yeah.
that some of the guys that pit were driving real hard, and I'm like, I wonder how fuel and tires are going to be at the end of the race here.
yeah,
But
felt good.
all right, anyone you want to thank or say hi to or anything?
I guess just say hi to my family back home, and thank you, Dave, for putting this all together, man. This is a ton of fun.
Absolutely. My pleasure. I'm excited to see it taking off.
Yeah, for sure. All right, well, we'll move you back down. Appreciate
All right,
you
have a good one,
stopping
you
up,
guys.
and good finish,
You too, buddy.
and we'll be seeing you here in a couple weeks.
All right, thank you.
And that brings in our second place on the podium stand, Ty Smith in the Mercedes AMG. How you feeling with P2?
Pretty good. I mean, with the damage I had, I'm surprised I held out like I did. I had to get it repaired during the pit, but other than that, it went pretty good, I'd say. Pretty smooth.
Yeah,
Did a great job, man. You drove a very solid race out there. Well done.
Yeah, I got a little squirrely sometimes. I got 11 incident points, but other than that first incident with the Audi, I'd say it was pretty clean.
For sure.
But thank you for hosting all this. It was fun.
Absolutely, man. It's my pleasure, and excited to have all you guys on board, and very excited to see it taking off. So thank you guys for being a part of it.
Yeah, no problem. I'll be
Yes.
here every time I get a notification.
All right. That's good.
I want to say it was we were talking about you a little bit in the broadcast, just how you weren't really able to catch up to Bryson, but he wasn't losing you too bad, but no one was able to catch you. So it was almost like there was like kind of 3 races happen as Bryson was just kind of way out on an island of himself. You were kind of on an island of yourself in second, and the whole race is behind you guys.
Yep.
And
Yeah, I was noticing he had that last corner, the hairpin on the end. He had that perfectly down, and I kept trying to experiment with it. I didn't get enough practice in on that. So I'm definitely gonna, that's my main goal for the next one is practice.
Sure, yeah. Yep. So before we send you back down, anyone else you want to give a shout out to, say hello to, anything like that?
I don't remember the name, but whoever was in that pink Porsche, I think it was Josh. That was an amazing fight. He put up a great defense, but those bumps again on that hairpin just got him.
Oh yeah, Josh Howard. Yep.
Yeah. He's a great driver. So that won't be the last you see of him, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope to have a great battle with him and Bryson. Me and Bryson were talking about it. We can't wait to have a good battle.
Yeah. Nice.
Awesome. We look forward to it, man.
Yeah, we'll be.
But again, thank you.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
We'll see you in a few weeks, and we'll probably be interviewing you again here soon.
All right, I hope.
All right. And last but also first, our race winner, Bryson Richardson. Welcome to the booth. Picking up the win. How you feeling?
Oh, pretty good after that one. I'm going to have to ask Dave how many championship points I get in a regular season for a clean race like that.
Yeah, that was...
Dude, that was like an old school ass whipping is what that was. That was impressive to watch, man. Well done.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, that was crazy. You started you qualified on the front row. You kind of just checked out right at turn 1. I think you had 3-second lead coming out of turn 1, which was incredible. And then you just gapped the field, and the only lap you didn't lead was when Shane Haar took it over because he didn't pit the same time you pit. So he just stayed out, led a few laps, and then once you come out, he had to pit, so you got it right back. So with an asterisk next to it, wire to wire, started first, finished first. And I mean, you made it look easy. You went out there like it was a Sunday drive, and it was incredible to watch. You just ran everything, I mean, pretty close to perfect.
Yeah, I mean, just want to go out there and try and hit my marks, you know. I use a lot of my practice session to practice on what it would feel like coming out of the pits for the lap on cold tires, and I feel like that was definitely beneficial, not only at the beginning, but after the pit stop.
Yeah, it absolutely was. We saw a few drivers that were running, obviously not up front with you, but in that potential podium position that, left the pits and I think had a, oh crap moment, my tires are cold, and ended up looping it, leaving the pits or in the first set of turns there before you could get a heat cycle through them.
Yeah. No, after about a lap, they get enough grip in them to where you can just kind of build up from there, you know?
Right. So
I brought it up in the broadcast. Was this a track that you just purchased here not too long ago, or have you had this one for a while?
No, I've had this one for a while.
Okay, we were talking about tracks, and I didn't know if this was one that you just got, and I was like, holy smokes. But that takes me to my next question. I mean, how did you prepare for this race? Did you spend a lot of time putting time and laps in to get ready for this race?
I wouldn't say a lot of time. I mean, there was a couple days where I'd hop on and maybe do a fuel run, half hour on the track and then go do something else or whatever. But for the most part, it was just today's practice and getting ready on event day,
Yeah.
Right. Well, whatever you did, it definitely paid off, man. Great job.
Yeah, if you do that again in 2 weeks, we'll probably be talking to you again here. But
we'll see if we can make this a regular occurrence then.
Yeah, that would
right.
be great.
There you go.
Great.
Yeah.
Before I send you back down, anyone you want to give a shout out to, say thanks to, or say hello to?
Yeah, I just want to thank Dave for throwing this together along with the rest of the admins for having everything come together like it did as quickly as it has. I want to thank all the rest of the competitors that showed up and are going to continue to show up through the year. Just great racing all around with all those guys. So, looking forward to the season start and super excited. Can't wait.
Yeah, sounds great.
Awesome.
We will see you again in about 2 weeks.
All right. Thanks, guys.
All right, man.
Thank you.
Good job tonight. All right, and that was Bryson Richardson, and I think that's it. That's all of that's everyone.
Yeah. No, I just want to say one last time that, great job to everybody. It's these guys are doing exactly what I envisioned happening, putting on a good show, racing clean, racing hard. So this season's going to be a fun one to keep up with.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun. I want to apologize to everyone at home at the very end there when we were interviewing my I don't know what froze up. I think the session ended and it just kind of tanked iRacing, so I had to switch to a different default screen that I had set up. So we weren't able to pull up the name overlays and everything like we usually would. So we had to switch to just a different screen quick. But
I'll keep that as a note to extend those sessions out another 20, 30 minutes or whatever.
yeah,
So we don't run into that.
Not sure if the session ended or if everyone except me logged out and it just froze, or it could have just been on my side. Anyways, not a huge deal. But anywho, with all that being said, I want to appreciate everyone that showed out. This was a lot of fun. I want to thank you guys, everyone in chat. It was a good time. It was a good race. A lot of fun to watch here, and we'll see you guys in about 2 weeks at Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
And I'll be in the car this time.
Dave will be in the car for at least a few laps, and then he'll be in the booth. No, I'm just kidding. All right, everybody. We'll catch you all in 2 weeks.